Our next guests are nurse practitioners Jennifer Cully and Jennifer Schweer. Well, welcome to the show today, guys. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Great. Now, I understand that both of you have recently joined Novant Health, Oceanside Family Medicine and Convenient Care in Charlotte, correct?
Yes.
That's right. That is a big, long title.
Yes.
That practice is really, really growing. I can't believe how large it's become. And I'd like to start today's episode by learning more about each of you. So we'll start with Jennifer Cully.
Okay.
Tell me how long you've been here in Brunswick County.
I've been in Brunswick County for a total of 8 years.
8 years.
Mm-hmm. I've been working as a nurse practitioner for a little over 5 years.
Mm-hmm. I think you were actually with Varnum Family Wellness, is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, and that was just prior to joining Oceanside.
Right.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your education and your background, Jennifer.
I received my bachelor's degree and my master's degree from the University of North Carolina at Wilmington.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working as a practitioner for a little over 5 years in primary care.
Mm-hmm. Do you see children?
I do.
Great.
Birth on up until 100 plus.
Well, okay, Jennifer Schweer.
Yes.
This is confusing, two Jennifers.
Yes.
So I understand that you recently relocated to this area. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm actually out at Wrightsville Beach, doing a little bit of commute here, but I've been here for about 2-3 months. Loving
Great.
it. Love the beach.
It is. It's awesome here.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit now about your work experience and your education.
Okay, so I graduated from Clemson University in Clemson, South Carolina, and I went and got my master's in Georgetown University from DC, and my background is in the neuro ICU in Charleston, South Carolina at MUSC.
So you were a nurse first, I believe, right?
Yes.
And then a nurse practitioner.
Yes.
Great. Well, it sounds like you both have some great experience. And we've talked about nurse practitioners. So I feel like there are probably viewers who are not quite sure what a nurse practitioner does. So Jennifer Cully, could you tell our viewers what a nurse practitioner does?
Nurse practitioners, they start out as nurses. They get an advanced practice degree, master's degree. Then they take their boards, and they have to pass their boards in different, and it can be any kind of area. Ours is family medicine.
Both of you?
Yes.
You work alongside a physician. You assess patients, diagnose and treat diseases, focus on preventative medicine, and do whatever people are usually accustomed to at a family medicine office. That's what nurse practitioners will provide.
Well, that's very interesting, but I do have one question, Jennifer. Are you able to prescribe to patients?
Yes.
Yes.
So, okay, now, are you both accepting new patients?
Yes.
Good. That's awesome. We can always use additional providers in this area. Is there a specific age group that you treat, Jennifer?
I'm seeing all Asians, so taking all patients, babies, newborns, all the way up into pediatrics and adults.
Great. And I know you do too, Jennifer Cully. So you both see adult and pediatric patients. And if there's a new mom out there who needs a pediatric appointment, they can just call and make an appointment with either of you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about the convenient care part of Novant Health Oceanside Family Medicine. Okay. In particular, the weekend and evening hours.
So we're open until 8. So ideally, you get there a little bit beforehand. And then on the weekends, we are 12 to 5 on Sundays, and then 9 to 6 on Saturdays.
But Monday through Friday, you're
Is
open
open
till
till
8
8.
p.m.? And what time do you open again in the morning?
We start at 7.
At 7? Wow. So you get people before they go to work and on the way home from work.
Yes.
That's great. That's so convenient for the folks who work that they don't have to take time away from their jobs.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I noticed the other day when I drove by the practice that there was a lot of construction going on, and it looked like it was expanding. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we're expanding. We're going to be adding 12 more exam rooms on. We're also going to be increasing our parking, which has kind of been an issue. And hopefully it'll be open in July. With all our new providers, we need more space.
So, Jennifer, Cully, how are you all working with all this construction going on?
Very carefully and adjusting to different schedules and
Is it
playing
noisy?
musical chairs a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Is it noisy?
It
Yeah.
has its days. It's not always noisy, but we make it work. It's going to be worth it in the end.
Well, 12 rooms, that's a lot. That's going to be quite a practice.
Yeah.
But I understand that there have been several new people that have joined your practice, and so
Yes.
I understand the need for the additional rooms,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
And it'll open soon?
Hopefully in July. That's the projected date.
Great.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, if one of our viewers would like to schedule an appointment with either of you, how might they do that, Jennifer Cully?
They could call our office at 754-4441, or they could go online to novanthealth.org, or their MyChart.
Or their MyChart? Well, great. Thank you so much for being on the show today. It's been such a pleasure. I can't wait for you guys to come back and tell us how it's going.
Great. Well, thank you very much for having us.
You're quite welcome.